welcome to the first ever Ask Me Anything, where we sit down with a representative of HACF's Nonprofit of the Month and learn more about their organization and how it makes Helena a better place to live, work, and be. I'm Emily Frazier. I'm the Executive Director of the Helena Area Community Foundation, and this month we are featuring Ironhorse Youth Music. So we have Kevin here to tell us a bit more about Ironhorse Youth Music, and thank you for being in our offices today.
Thank you for inviting us. We're really excited to be a part of this. I am Kevin Cleary. I am the Executive Director of, our official name is the Ironhorse Consortium for Young Musicians, but it's a little bit of a mouthful, so that's why we shorten it up to Ironhorse Youth Music is what it is. And I work on trying to remember our mission, because I think our first sentence of our mission, I'm going to read it because it helps me out a little bit. The Ironhorse Consortium for Young Musicians, we exist to inspire, educate, and connect people through music. That's what we're all about. When we first sat down to envision, I was working with some other teachers in the area. We were trying to get the Helena Youth Orchestra off the ground, and they were trying to reboot the Helena Youth Chorus. And when we started talking, we realized, well, if we work together, we've got more strength. We can offer more, we can give ourselves more security, we can reach more people, and so that's kind of where Ironhorse came from. We didn't want ourselves to be just the orchestra or just the chorus. We wanted ourselves to be something for all musicians. Any young musician in the area who wants to get some music in their life outside of school, we want to be the place that they can go. That's what we're aiming for.
Very cool. So if you had to tell us in 10 words or less what your organization does, how would you say that?
I think that first statement of our mission really does it. We exist to inspire, educate, and connect people through music. That's what we want to do.
That's a perfect nugget of a mission too. Just a good way to look at it.
Yes.
So we do also have some questions from our viewers and folks on Facebook. Viewers, since this is our first video, I'm not sure we can quite call them viewers yet, but there will be viewers or other people who are interested in our Nonprofit of the Month program. So what is your favorite thing about Ironhorse music?
Honestly, it's all the people we bring together. The students we work with, they're really excited and ambitious, and they want to just gobble up everything that's music related and learn more and share more with the world. That's really exciting. We've also, many of the people we worked with, our board and our staff, we've talked over the years. Right now we're at a place where it's just a big family. When we get together, all of us kind of see music the same way. We believe in this idea of including everybody, involving everybody, and so it just makes it a joy to work with people. Our summer camp that we just got done with, our June summer camp, we had 17 staff members there. About 5 of them were former campers and former Ironhorse students that are now in college or older and come back and work for us. Lots of teachers in the area with diverse skills and diverse interests who all come together with the idea of, let's take 1 week and let's see what we can accomplish with kids. And that's just really, that's inspiring. The folks who work with our school year program, we don't have many directors right now, but the ones that are there, they really believe in the mission and they really want to see kids succeed. So that's just magical.
That's awesome. So obviously we know that through practicing and playing music together, obviously students' musical skills are going to accelerate, increase, all of those things. But apart from their skills in music, what do you think that students learn or take away from the experience?
We really try and approach it as becoming a better person, a more involved community member. That's a big part of it. And even when we teach, most of us when we teach in our classrooms or in our private studios, that's a big philosophy we take with us. My children's violin teacher used to say, we teach violin second, we teach love first. It's all about the love first. And that comes through in the way our students learn to contribute and give back to the community. We do 2 tours during the school year around town, and we make stops at some of the nursing homes in town and play for residents. We want to give back. It's not just about learning the skills, it's also about sharing it. And we talk in rehearsal a lot. Learning our music is the first step, but you need an audience, you need to share it with somebody is the key. So all those pieces of being a whole person is really a big part of what we do.
And I think that's very true. I think especially with music, it's a great example of something that it doesn't mean much unless it's shared. Like if you're just doing it for yourself in front of your music stand, that's only a part of the experience.
Exactly, that's just the first step.
So where do you see Ironhorse in 5 years?
A good question. There are a lot of places I'd like to see it in 5
Sure.
years, and we're doing our best to work toward it. One of the things we wanted for a long time is to have premises of our own. We don't have a location that is ours yet. We've looked at starting small with some sort of office space. That's an ambition we'd like to have. But someday many of us would like to see some sort of big space where we can be rehearsing and we can also be performing. We've had some exciting moments where we thought about some different spaces that were available, but we're just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
There's some pieces we still need to get in place.
There are some really interesting places that already exist in Helena, but they might be a lot to bite off for any one organization. So
We had a couple of us got really excited when the 7th Avenue gym was opened up because the school district wanted to just unload it, and so anybody who had wanted it could have gotten the actual space for very little. We were inspired by the Myrna Loy. Their lease space is very inexpensive because they contribute to that space in a meaningful way, and we thought that would be a really awesome model to be able to pursue. But just with most of us having full-time jobs on top of this, it felt like, once we get the space, then there's a whole bit of logistics we're not quite ready for yet. But we've seen a lot of spaces. Helena obviously needs some more performing locations. That's something we're definitely lacking, and we envision some sort of performance space where concerts could be held, but there's all these peripheral spaces around them where you could do rehearsals and sectionals and classes and all the kinds of things that we're working towards.
Awesome. Well, that's a pretty cool vision just for Helena in general, I think. That's great.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any events or projects coming up that we should know about?
Our big thing is our winter concert, and it's in December, and I'm blanking on the date right at the moment because
We'll make
all
sure
the
we
dates
post
blur
it.
together. That'd be awesome.
We'll make sure we post it with a
I
video.
believe it's December 18th is what I think. It is a Sunday in December. It'll be at St. Paul's United Methodist Church.
Okay.
They are one of our partners that works with us on things, so we'll have it in that beautiful space. It'll be all our ensembles together, and we try with our school year programs to get our ensembles to perform pieces together. So the choir and the orchestra and the band all get to do some things together, and it creates a big sense of community.
That's a different thing too. I mean, I know I was a very, very poor flautist and piano player back in the day. But, there were band kids and there were orchestra kids and there were chorus kids, and they did not necessarily ever perform together. I mean, they might not have necessarily even said nice things about each other back in my day, but I think it's a kinder time now. But
no, there's definitely
some
differences.
of that. Yeah.
But we try and bring that together, and we have a staff member who does some arranging for us, and we work to create some pieces that groups can form together so they can do some of their own stuff and separately. And then I believe it's December 16th, the Friday before the concert, will be our tour date. So we'll go around town.
Oh, that's great.
We'll play at least one public location. Sometimes we play at the Staggering Ox or at Vans Thriftway, that people can come just be able to see. And then we'll try and make some stops in there for some folks who can't get out and can't be able to see music otherwise. So those are our big things. And then, of course, as you already shared, our enrollment is open. So we're taking students who want to be a part of what we're doing.
So you've got students at home who need to be playing music more often, or
just want to learn more.
Just want to learn more. Yeah, that's great. Well, we did also have the pleasure of having the Ironhorse Music having a quartet play at our event in August. So we actually have some footage of that we'll include in part of this video. So stay tuned for a couple minutes with the players.
And that same group also played again at the Carnival Classic a few weeks
they?
later.
Oh, that's great.
Just 3 of them, but they did a lovely job there as well. And those were high schoolers in our program. We've been in our program for a long time, and we kind of coached them, but they largely self-directed, because that's a big part of what we do is leadership too. Those staff members who are at our summer camp who used to be in the program, we kind of see it as a lifelong thing. They're growing different skills now, but they're still a part of what we do.
Yeah. Well, it was great. I mean, you weren't up there telling them what to play next. They figured that out amongst themselves, and they communicated with each other, and there's a real sense of confidence that I think comes in that too. It was really great to watch. So, well, thank you so much for your time, Kevin, and you can find more about Ironhorse Music Consortium for Young Musicians. We're going to go the whole way on our website and on Facebook with our Nonprofit of the Month information. And thank you again. And now let's listen to some good music.